Most people spend their entire lives running away from pain. We are conditioned to seek comfort, to numb the ache, and to hide our scars. We see pain as a sign that something is wrong, a red light telling us to stop. But what if I told you that pain is not a stop sign? What if I told you it is the highest octane fuel known to man? The difference between those who are crushed by life and those who conquer it lies in one thing: how they use their fire. You can let the fire of adversity burn you down until you are nothing but ash, or you can use that heat to power the engine of your transformation. This is the art of transmutation. Think of a man named Silas. Silas had built his entire identity around a single goal: leading his company to a global stage. He worked 18-hour days, sacrificed his health, and poured every cent he owned into his vision. Then, in a single week, a market collapse and a betrayal by his closest partner took it all away. He went from a rising star to a man who couldn't pay his rent. Silas sat in his dark, empty apartment for days. The pain wasn't just mental, it was physical. It was a heavy, crushing weight in his chest. He felt the cold sting of shame and the burning rage of betrayal. This is the moment where most people give up. This is the moment where the victim mindset takes root. But Silas had a realization that changed everything. He looked at his anger and his hurt, and instead of trying to push them away, he decided to look at them as energy, pure, raw, unrefined energy. He realized that the same intensity that was making him miserable could be harvested to make him unstoppable. He didn't pray for the pain to go away. Instead, he used it as a catalyst. Every time he felt the urge to quit, he touched the bruise of his failure. He used the heat of his anger to get out of bed at 4 a.m. He used the sting of his shame to fuel his focus for 12 hours of deep work. He turned his tragedy into a Launchpad. This is the essence of Stoicism. The understanding that while we cannot control the external events that cause us pain, we have absolute power over how we use that pain. In the Stoic view, an obstacle is not a barrier, it is the path itself. When you are in pain, you are in a state of heightened awareness. Your ego has been stripped away. You are more honest with yourself than you have ever been. This is the most fertile ground for growth. Pain breaks the old, rigid structures of your personality, making it possible to build something much stronger in its place. Think about a rocket. To leave the gravity of the earth, it requires an incredible amount of combustion. It requires fire. It requires an explosion. Without that violent release of energy, it stays grounded, stuck in the mud. Your setbacks are those explosions. They provide the thrust necessary to break free from the gravity of your old habits, your old fears, and your old limitations. They leak it through complaining, through seeking pity, or through destructive habits. They throw away the very fuel they need to escape their current situation. But you must be different. You must become an alchemist. When life hands you a setback, do not ask, "Why me?" Ask, "How can I use this?" When you feel the sting of rejection, use it to fuel your next 10 attempts. When you feel the weight of a loss, use that space to build a new foundation of resilience. Greatness is rarely born in the sunshine. It is forged in the dark, through sweat and tears, and the stubborn refusal to be defeated. The most successful people in history aren't the ones who had the fewest problems. They are the ones who converted their problems into power. Your scars are not marks of weakness. They are medals of honor. They are proof that you faced the fire and survived. But don't just survive. Don't just get through it. Use the fire to move. The next time you feel that burning sensation in your chest, that mix of fear, anger, and hurt, don't try to extinguish it, channel it. Aim it at your goals. Let it burn away the distractions. Let it burn away the excuses. The world will try to break you. Let it try, because every time it breaks you, it gives you more fuel. Every time it knocks you down, it gives you a harder floor to kick off from. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the master of your energy. Take the pain, take the betrayal, take the failure, and turn them into the very force that makes you legendary. The Launchpad is ready. The fuel is in your veins. Now, ignite.